A very common conversation I hear in the Dragon Ball SH Figuarts community is the reuse of previous molds. Recently, Tamashii has just announced a figure being released this March, known as the Lowest Born Saiyan, SH Figuarts Goku. Now me personally, I am a huge fan of this release as I love how the head sculpts look. The only issue I have with it though, is how it is not only a North American exclusive, but you could also only find it in retail stores. But I've noticed that the comments do bring up this issue, but another topic is how this is a quote-unquote 2.0 figure. Another 2.0 figure of many. 2.0 figure in 2025? Really? Guys, it's 2025. Can we get a 3.0 now? First of all, what the fuck is a 2.0? What the fuck is a 3.0? Is there a 1.0? Is there a 1.50? Where do these numbers come from?
Watching me get dressed in my closet.
Well, I can answer that question in less than 15 seconds. A 1.0 figure can generally be defined as having no articulation in the torso, drop-down extendable leg joints with shading, starting with 2009's Piccolo. A 2.0 figure adds torso articulation, invents a separate leg piece system, and removes shading further down the line, starting with 2015's Super Saiyan Awakening Son Goku. A 3.0 figure introduces a new sleeve system, new leg joint system, and overall bulkier build, starting with 2021 Super Saiyan 4 Goku? It's complicated. As of all of these are, because as you'll figure out really soon, there's really no such thing as 0.0 figure. Even with these differences that I listed, there is many inconsistencies that you can put some of these figures that are defined as 3.0s or 2.0s into different categories. From what it seems, what defines a generation in a 1.0, 2.0, or 3.0 is the overall look of the figure and the articulation. And clearly it's big enough of a difference for the community to get up in arms when they see a new figure that's quote-unquote not a 3.0. I think I've done enough preamble for this video, so I'll just get to the main point. I think 3.0s are overrated. Now, before you kill me, before you harass me, before you touch me, I want you to hear me out. Let's take a look at these two shirtless Goku bodies. Here we have 2015 Super Saiyan Awakening Goku and 2024's Ultra Instinct Toyotaro edition. Now these two are very similar figures, as you can see by the build. It's safe to say that most people in this community would consider both of these a 2.0. But then, if you take a closer look at the figures, you'll see they're inherently very different. Let's grab Awakening Goku and try to activate his thigh swivel. Oh, what's this? He doesn't have a thigh swivel? Huh. Oh well, then it has to be the same on Ultra Instinct Goku. I mean, it's the same body, right? Both 2.0s? Let's see. Whoa, it has a thigh swivel. Holy shit! Wait, Awakening Goku does have a thigh swivel, kind of? But it's not at the thigh, it's at his leg? Well, what the hell? I thought these were both 2.0s. Why is it different? What? These are both 2.0s, right? And even stranger, if you look at the arms reach across the chest, the 2015 body has better reach than the 2024 body. But they're both 2.0s. Okay, maybe that's just a fluke. Let's look at these guys back here. We have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, this is a 3.0 figure. And so is a legendary Super Saiyan behind him. You know, I'm really glad they innovated here. They made the articulation so much better. His leg can't go backwards, like, at all? At least barely. Well, that sucks. I mean, that means it has to be the same on legendary Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, look at the bodies, they almost look the exact same. So obviously, if we come over here, if we try to move Goku's leg backwards, it moves more than 90 degrees backwards. And the crotch is a soft piece instead of a hard plastic to allow for more articulation. But these are both 3.0s, they should be the exact same, right? And there is where we have my main point of this video. The engineering and articulation in these figures is forever constantly changing. There is truly rarely any time where a body mold is reused and is the exact same as a previous release. With the 2.0 Gokus that I compared, there was very different engineering within the body, even though they looked very similar and were both considered 2.0 figures. The same thing with the 3.0s. There was a flaw in Super Saiyan 4 Goku's design, so they went ahead and changed it in legendary Super Saiyan Goku's design. So now what? Are you gonna make another category for 3.0 figures that have a soft plastic in the crotch? What is that now? A 4.0? A 3.50? When does it end? And things get even worse when you try to break down the definitions that I made for these figures. Something that defines these eras so drastically is the legs. But even there, you find so many inconsistencies. Something like SH Figuarts Jiren, which came out in 2020. Before Super Saiyan 4, the legs are nothing like a 1.0 figure or a 2.0 figure, and is much more similar to the eventual 3.0 figures. But Jiren came before that, so is Jiren a 3.0 or is he a 2.0? Well, what about Cell Saga Android 17 and 18? These joints, they look like 3.0 technology, but they came out in 2014. What the fuck is going on? Or what if there's a new change in the body, like how they changed the inside of Goku's sleeve in the Super Saiyan God release that came out this year. It's orange instead of skin color. What is that? Or when they fixed the problems with Vegeta's leg articulation in the 2024 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. But it's the same mold, right? It's also a 2.0. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I'm gonna fucking. Theatrics aside, I hope this gives you some insight into my thinking process. These figures are forever changing, always adapting. Making every single new release a 3.0 figure will not fix issues within the line. As we saw with Super Saiyan 4 Goku's leg articulation, it needed improvement. And recently you guys got a certain third-party company's 3.0 Vegeta, and I heard not so great things about that. Something about horrible ab crunch and the figure just being poor quality, breaking. Interesting. It sounds like the figure having the brand new buzzword of 3.0 did not actually fix the engineering within the body. At the same time, I'm a devil's advocate, and I won't play ignorant. When people say they want a new 3.0 figure, they just mean that they want a completely new mold built from the ground up. And most of the time, I 100% agree. I hate the fact that they're reissuing a 15-year-old body with the Broly figure they're reissuing. I can say with certainty that we will eventually get a new mold for Broly. It's just that these things take time. You gotta be patient. One thing I learned about being a collector is that you have to be patient. So just because Tamashii isn't scrambling to get a new mold for Vegeta out there, it doesn't mean that the current releases have less value, or that you have to even go find an alternative elsewhere in a third-party company. And I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite either. I use the terminology of 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 because what those terms are is a label to organize these figures, to organize a time frame in the SH Figuarts line. And I think it's more than useful for that purpose and that purpose alone. So, the main takeaway from this video, you can wait for a 3.0 figure. And that just because it has 3.0 labeled on it, does not mean it will be a good figure or better than a 2.0 figure, which already has an amazing, great range of articulation. And yeah, that's it. All of that was unscripted, so if I fucked up a little bit, oh well. If you have any thoughts, of course, say it in the comments below. I will respond. I will have a little discussion with you. Because I like that. You know what they used to call me? The mass debater. I love mass debating. Everyone. A lot of people could come after me at the same time. I will mass debate every single one of them. So, let's start the debate with a question. Why do you want a 3.0 figure? Let me know in the comments.